Welcome back to another episode of Dreading, or if this is your first time here, welcome. Today we're going to be reviewing the recently released body cam footage of J-Bay, the fat activist who was arrested after trespassing multiple hospitals and assaulting multiple police officers. We were made aware of the body cam video being released by one of our long-standing patrons, and they asked us to review the footage to provide insight into her behavior. As always, if there's a video you would like to see us break down or a case you want to bring more attention to, let me know by emailing me at dreading.official@gmail.com. I'm still consistently going through your suggestions and adding them to the list. And of course, researching the stories to the best of my abilities. The footage was made public by ArrestCam here on YouTube. A link to the original upload and the channel will be left in the description box down below. Without channels like theirs making this footage public, we wouldn't be able to be in the position we're in today, so I highly encourage you to go send them some support. Jalen Chaney, better known by the online handle J-Bay, has been posting on YouTube and other social media sites for around 6 years. She's built up a following of nearly 200,000 people in that time, with the majority of her following coming from TikTok. There, Jalen's videos have gone viral multiple times, with her most popular content being videos like this one, where she talks about traveling while being plus-sized. Jalen's content focuses on her weight, but more importantly, how the world at large reacts to her weight. According to her statements online, she's around 550 pounds and believes that the world should be more accommodating towards her. She often frames her actions as being done for the greater good, that she wants to make the world a better place for everyone, not just her, and is willing to go above and beyond to do so. That often manifested itself as Jalen posting travel and lifestyle content, where she and her fiancé would fly to different exotic locations and discuss the issues they faced while traveling. After looking over all J-Bay's content, it seems obvious that when she joined TikTok and began to grow her audience, she found the most success when she would rage bait. This is the practice where a person posts purposely inflammatory content in order to go viral and gain attention. TikTok, YouTube, and other social media platforms reward creators based solely on the number of views they can get on one video. It doesn't necessarily matter if the people are watching because they like what they're seeing. As a matter of fact, there are some studies that indicate that people will engage more with content that upsets them, rather than things they actually like and enjoy. You've probably experienced this in some form online yourself. Maybe you found yourself angrily watching a video on a subject that you're passionate about, only to find that the person behind the channel has no idea what they're talking about. After watching the full video, you leave an angry comment or two. Then you try and move on with your day, but for some reason, you can't get the video out of your mind, and it genuinely bothers you that someone is spreading misinformation, especially as the view count begins to increase. But you continue to go to the person's page and leave more and more comments about it. Sure, part of you knows that you're giving the video more attention, plus you're giving the person behind the video more and more money, but you feel genuinely upset that they're spreading misinformation. Shortly thereafter, they make another video, which you also watch, and you also get upset with. Maybe they're misinformed about another topic, and more likely, they're responding to the negative comments that you made in an unprofessional and snarky manner. Though you know logically you should disengage, you feel like you can't, especially because in your mind, you're just trying to right their wrongs, and you're gonna stop them. A lot of Jalen's early content was normal try-on hauls and reviews. She would talk about her interests and hobbies, but those videos wouldn't draw the same amount of support. But when she posted what she called the Fat Equality Bill of Rights, her views and consequentially her profits would skyrocket. Her Change.org petition centered around the premise that overweight individuals fundamentally do not have the same rights as other people, which is an untrue sentiment that most people will take issue with. So, for example, her real statement that hotel hallways should be widened, that would require every hotel to shut down and undergo a complete renovation, even though the vast majority of people do not find hotel hallways to be too narrow. There would be little to no return on investment, and the majority of their clients wouldn't notice a difference, and it would ultimately result in the hotel rooms themselves being smaller. It's an impractical solution for something that most people would feel is a non-issue. But when Jalen would post on TikTok, saying that these are just some of the changes that need to be made for the sake of accessibility, her posts would inevitably go viral. She'd get hundreds of angry comments, and she would make significantly more money than if she were to just post a day-in-the-life video. In the months prior to her arrest, Jalen posted several travel vlogs, showing the struggles that her fiancé and her faced while flying. Again, the vast majority of these videos flew under the radar, until she began to claim that she was a victim of weight-based discrimination at Seattle's SeaTac Airport.
When it came time for me first time flying without oxygen. This woman just assumed I could walk and would rather me do that, instead of her having to push someone my size up the jet bridge. All the other attendants wheeled their passengers up the jet bridge, but my needs were disregarded. This is discrimination. Nobody should be treated this way. Share your story at change.org/size travel.
Let's consider for a moment that everything said here is true, and this flight attendant refused to push Jalen's wheelchair up the jet bridge. They saw Jalen, a 550-pound woman, approaching the wheelchair, then realized they would have to push her up the bridge, and they walked away from her, refusing to do their job. Now, why would they do that? In Jalen's mind, the only reason they would have walked away is because they wanted her to suffer, thought that she could make it up the bridge without any assistance, and disliked her because she's plus-sized, that this person is needlessly cruel, and decided to risk their career just to make her suffer specifically. But a much more likely reason is that this person knew they would not be able to push 550 pounds up a jet bridge by themselves, because to be frank, most people would not physically be capable of doing that. Be honest and ask yourself if you think you could push someone else her size up a slowly ascending ramp. Would you be able to confidently do so without worry of injuring yourself or the person you were pushing? Because for the average person, the answer is probably no. Maybe they were going to get some assistance, or call someone who would have been able to push her. Perhaps they had a recent back injury, or they simply knew that they alone wouldn't be able to give her the care she needed. Jalen even states, the walk was long and arduous, but has no empathy for how it would feel or how difficult it would be for someone tasked with helping her. Almost automatically, she reframes what happened in the most negative light possible. She pins a certain amount of malice onto the attendant's actions, even bringing up that this was her first time flying without her oxygen tank, and the long walk caused her lips to turn white, even though the worker had no way of knowing that. She offers no sort of empathy or understanding to that other person, because she believes it is obvious that the only reason that someone wouldn't push her in a wheelchair is because they were discriminating against her, not physically incapable of doing so. From this instance, we can observe that Jalen has a sort of victim mindset, one in which everyone is automatically against her until proven otherwise. She refuses to even acknowledge any other explanation besides the one where she is ultimately victimized. She would also post about getting stuck in a revolving door at a separate airport, and claimed that multiple workers stopped and mocked her. This story likely did not happen, as she states that there were no other doors for her to use, even though building codes universally require a regular door to be placed next to a revolving door for basic fire safety. Following the jet bridge incident, Jalen would try and hold a protest in order to bring awareness to how she had been discriminated against. She would tell her TikTok and Instagram followers that on February 2nd, 2025, she would be hosting a protest at the airport and encouraged her supporters to attend, but based solely on her posts, it would appear that she was the only person to attend the protest. As time went on, Jalen's posts would take an unsettling turn, with her using old clips and an AI voice clone to make more content. She would also start multiple GoFundMes, telling her audience that they needed to donate in order to support her activism. She would then post a number of concerning messages on her Instagram, accusing her ex of abuse, as well as accusing a number of people she'd been friendly with of attacking her for expressing concern. She began outwardly threatening others, saying soon all would be revealed, and that she wasn't going to stop fighting. On February 26, 2025, Jalen would be arrested on the charge of criminal trespassing. As it was her first offense, she was released, only to be arrested 2 days later and then charged with misuse of 911, interfering with a healthcare facility, resisting arrest, obstructing law enforcement, criminal trespassing, and assault 3. We were able to source multiple articles which claim that at the time of arrest, Jalen was suffering from delirium due to sepsis, as well as a personality disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder. However, the veracity of those claims is questionable. What we can say for certain is that she was by no means fully in her right mind in the footage we're about to cover. This footage was made public by the channel ArrestCam, and a link to the original upload again will be left in the description box down below.
Officers responded to a call made by hospital staff in reference to Jalen attacking her now ex-fiancé over alleged infidelity.
Hello.
You seem very
very unruly people.
So, apparently, how did she get up here? Did she come from Catholic?
The corner right next to Catholic, she called 911, and Rich and Fire was like, we can't take her anywhere else. And I was like, no, that's fine, bring her here. And she was fine for a while, but now she's getting amped up and just being very verbally aggressive towards the staff.
So,
Pausing here to note that Jalen is getting verbally aggressive towards the staff at the hospital, whose job is to help people in times of distress. They've been trained to help de-escalate situations and assess a patient's mental health. And unfortunately, they have ultimately determined that they cannot safely help Jalen or provide her the care that she needs. It's worth understanding what that means from a clinical standpoint. In crisis intervention, staff are taught to assess 3 overlapping factors: intent, capacity, and immediacy. Does the patient seem intent on harming themselves or others? Do they have the capacity to do so? And is the threat immediate? In Jalen's case, she is physically much larger than anyone in the room. Even without overt violence, her size changes the dynamic of the risk entirely. In a confined environment like a hospital, proximity is unavoidable, meaning that if a confrontation turns physical, staff have limited options for escape or control. If Jalen were to insist that she could never harm anyone because of her size, I would describe that as a form of cognitive distortion. She'd be framing her size as a barrier to violence, when in reality it amplifies the potential danger. It's not that she's inherently violent, but the potential energy from her body in motion, especially under distress or paranoia, is enough to make restraint impossible. A single push or swing could send someone half her size to the ground before they would even process what happened. Normally, in an acute psychiatric emergency, staff can rely on mechanical or chemical restraints as temporary measures to ensure safety. Once the situation is physically controlled, treatment can begin. Observation, medication, de-escalation, or grounding. But that protocol specifically assumes that staff can physically manage the person in crisis. Here, they simply can't. The imbalance in size and strength removes that option entirely. Jalen would not be able to physically be restrained due to her size, and that also prevents a lot of chemical solutions as well. If they were to attempt restraint and fail, someone could seriously get hurt, including Jalen herself. So the decision to withdraw treatment isn't about neglect or bias, it's about physical safety. Every staff member in that room has a duty to care for their patients, but also to one another. It's not that they don't want to help Jalen, it's that they literally cannot provide help without putting someone in physical danger. Moreover, based on what the nurse just said, Jalen has already been removed from a previous hospital for the same behavior.
Ramos has dealt with her before and has a number to her dad. So basically she meets Crisis is aware. She meets criteria, but no one can deal with her because of her size.
Sure.
So he's calling her dad on the way up here to see because apparently he came and picked her up once before. And we'll see if we can go that route. But she has the ability to go to Crisis, but they don't have any place that can handle her. So that's the problem.
Wonderful. And then this lady in the gray sweater is also getting involved. And I was trying to deal with one situation, and then she started yelling at me as well. She's quite angry, but also saying that we are harassing Jalen.
Okay.
So, sometimes fights are too much for me, and I just get tired and don't want to do it.
My name's Officer Lay with Kennewick PD.
Hi, I'm Jalen.
Jalen?
IGR. Well, my birth name is Jalen.
Okay.
IGR.
Okay.
Born on.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I've filed many reports. Well, I've been trying to file many reports.
Okay.
Actually, what started here when they hired a fake actor.
Okay.
That was really cool to come in and stuff. But I could tell you all about it down at the police department if you want. I don't know. I thought I was being called here because I thought I was having a mental health crisis because they made me seem that way.
Okay.
But they know what they're doing, and unfortunately, these paid actors are now involved. I've tried to let them know that they should have left, but
Okay.
So Jalen is clearly in the midst of a psychological break, but ultimately what makes her case so striking is the structure of her behavior within it. She believes that everyone around her is a paid actor, orchestrated to manipulate or deceive her, which strongly suggests a persecutory delusion. Yet, unlike the stereotype of someone out of control, she presents as calm, cooperative, and even a bit put upon, as if she's pretty annoyed having to recount what's going on there because it's so obvious to her. She mentions that she came to the hospital because someone convinced her that she was having a mental health crisis, though now she believes that that person was also part of the plot. That statement captures a paradox often seen in psychosis, a flicker of insight coexisting with total detachment from reality. She recognizes that something is wrong, that she is in distress, and that those closest to her think she needs help, but the narrative her mind has built doesn't allow her to interpret that the help is genuine. Instead, she reframes it as part of a threat. It is worth emphasizing how composed she seems. She's not escalating or overtly hostile. That presentation often throws people off, especially professionals who expect agitation or confusion in cases of psychosis. But this subdued demeanor is common. When delusions are well structured and have been present for some time, the person can appear completely lucid. Their speech can be organized, their tone is measured, and their affect seems appropriate. Yet the content of what they are saying reveals the disconnection. It's a cognitive dissonance between form and content. Everything about her communication feels rational, except for what she's actually communicating. This kind of presentation is often referred to as non-bizarre psychosis. The delusions are implausible, but not completely outside the realm of what the human mind could conceive of as possible. She's not claiming to be a supernatural being or to have magical powers. She's claiming to be the target of a coordinated manipulation. The claim itself, while extreme, mirrors real-world anxieties about surveillance. Moreover, because Jalen posts her real life online as if it were a reality show, chances are high that her social media has fed into her current delusions. Of course these officers, nurses, and strangers know who she is. Everyone does. And they're only doing this to her because she's so famous.
What's going on today, Jalen?
I called the FBI. I needed crisis. I had my SARC stuff that was getting done at Cadillac, which I figured out is where I was kidnapped from the first, or I was born there. Kidnapped, that whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Pausing to note that SARC is a sexual abuse response center. Jalen has claimed that in her previous encounter with the police, she was sexually assaulted. However, there's no evidence of that occurring. As you will eventually see, Jalen is very loose with sexual assault claims, going so far as to state that in this instance, the officers were attempting to violate her sexually.
But I'm waiting for SARC to call. They disconnected that phone, so it won't work. If you pick it up, it won't work.
Okay.
You want to try calling from it?
So the whole...
I know your thing isn't on, so...
It's on. It's recording.
It is? Okay, cool.
The phone she's talking about is not disconnected, and does in fact work. However, Jalen was unable to call on it because she had to dial 9 before the number, and failed to do so. But once again, she attempts to frame this as evidence that the staff and the world at large is out to get her. She also comments that the officer's body cam is obviously off, which is untrue, but also goes to show how she is reading the situation. She can see that clearly everyone who has come into contact with her is actually against her, or they're simply duplicitous, and she is entirely untrusting of them anyways. In her mind, because she isn't being catered to or treated a certain way, she's being persecuted, and she's waiting until justice is finally done. But what that actually means isn't terribly obvious to me.
Blinking red. So what's the whole situation right now? You're just waiting for SARC?
Oh, I've been trying to get a hold of SARC.
You're trying to get a hold of SARC?
But somehow people kept coming to me that were like, we're Cadillac, and you guys thought I was faking, and then I was thinking I'm crazy, so I haven't seen a single thing on TV, and I knew something was wrong when they kept playing Fox 11, and then it would start, something wrong, what's up. They've left me naked, though, like this. I literally thought I was coming to get help, and I thought maybe God really did bring me here. And then when Lord's was weird, I was like, okay, this is weird. And then when not all, but certain PD members were threatening me and extorting me, that's when I was like, shit's weird, dude. I'm not crazy. Do I feel safe in this Tri-Cities? Absolutely not. And I need to get the fuck out. But that's why I wanted you guys to arrest me earlier.
So what's your plan to get out of Tri-Cities?
I don't know. I was going to wait for SARC, but they told me they can't. They would need to get me to one of the places they gave me. I have an evidence bag. They went through my evidence bags thinking they could find my laptop and my phone, which were supposed to be with Jerome. Probably in prison now. I haven't watched a single bit of social media news since the 23rd. I don't know, since my phone and all that shit started going wonky. So I was trying to go to the police station so I could tell people like this, what Kara and all these fake actors are doing and how the hospitals do what they do. And I thought they were literally treating me as a patient, but I'm tired. I haven't slept in literally 20 days, which doesn't even sound humanly possible. Unfortunately, I was trying to pray for these people because I thought they were legit patients, and I thought I ruined their reputation or something because I kept hearing Jalen on the news, but I can never see Jalen on the news.
So, do you have any family in the area, Jalen?
Yeah, my dad, Jerome.
Dad? Where does...
7.5. I couldn't tell what was real and what was fake
Would
anymore.
you want Dad to come and pick you up?
I sure the
Okay. Do you have a phone number for Dad?
He has my phone, so if you call it, it should work.
Okay. Oh, so what's your
now
phone
it's
number?
all coming to me.
Okay. What's your phone number?
My phone number is 564. Wait, no, I need a mental eval. 653.
653.
The other ones are okay now. So we're just dealing with her. Did we happen to get a hold of Dad?
Dad will not come. She broke his.
Oh, okay.
She said that he tried to help her out, try to contact crisis as well.
She's saying something about SARC. I don't know what SARC would be doing to help her, but
So she filed an allegation that she was sexually assaulted, but it's I read the report yesterday, and it's unfounded. I mean, she's just going on and on. It got referred to CID, but there's no evidence of anything.
Okay.
So,
The officer who was just speaking is Officer Ramos. Apparently based solely what's been said in the video, Ramos unfortunately responded to each of Jalen's calls, to the point to where she now knows him by name. This is unfortunate for him, as she has come to associate him with being unfairly persecuted.
Well, would Dad be?
Dad should know. Dad's bad guy. Dad's bad guy. I tried to call welfare check on him. I need a mental health eval though, but clearly all the hospitals are now shut down in the Tri-Cities. Is that what I'm getting at?
At this stage, Jalen's thought process begins to fracture further, revealing the inner contradictions that often accompany a full-blown psychotic break, as she is now accusing her father of being a bad guy, which is obviously an intentionally vague label that could mean anything, from him telling her no a few times to outright abuse. Yet, paradoxically, she's also insisting that he be called to come pick her up, demanding that he drop everything that he's doing to come rescue her. This kind of contradictory thinking is not uncommon in cases of paranoia or delusional disorder. On some level, Jalen still recognizes her father as a figure of safety and authority, someone who, in ordinary circumstances, would come to her aid, but that association is now in conflict with the delusional narrative forming in her mind. He did something at some point she didn't like, so he simply can't be a good guy.
Or they at least will trespass me because they've done really bad things to me.
We've got like 2 hospitals here.
Two more left.
No, I mean there's Cadillac or Trios. That's one.
Well, I've been trespassed from all of them,
Okay.
but Cadillac, I was actually gonna be safe at. They thought all of a sudden though that I was gonna sue them, and then they started acting crazy. I don't know. So I think we should probably go to Dad's house. We should probably go to Dad's house and let me talk to Dad. Cause,
I can give Dad a call and see if he
Yeah,
can come swing by and
see,
pick you up. Okay.
I guess let's see if he's legit.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll give your dad a call real quick. Okay.
We get a bit more information about the past few days in Jalen's life, and it becomes obvious that she's been a menace to everyone in the area. There are 2 main hospitals in this town, and she has been trespassed out of both of them, but she states that neither instance has been her fault. It's everyone else acting crazy, attacking her, and the like.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
yep, no worries. She's willing to have that conversation. Dad doesn't want to hear her.
You guys coming out now?
That's right.
Dad won't pick her up because she's been acting like
Her dad won't come get her. Well, then I guess
he's got a little kid that she has been scaring the crap out of him. So.
is that your guys' wheelchair?
yes. She has no clothes on, just so you know.
Did she come in that way?
How'd she get it?
Ambulance.
From Cadillac.
Lords. She
See,
is
she's
just,
got the all 3 hospitals.
she's got it figured out. She knows exactly what she's doing.
According to the staffer, Jalen's actions have simply been erratic or confused. They've at times appeared deliberate, even strategic. The perception that she might be exaggerating or fabricating aspects of her distress fundamentally changes how the situation is approached. The staffer notes that Jalen has been demanding and controlling and selective in her interactions with medical personnel. More importantly, she's been trying to cycle between hospitals and repeatedly using emergency services, having ambulances transport her across locations under questionable pretense. She's displaying a pattern of goal-directed behavior, which is something rarely seen in the midst of a full psychotic episode. True delusion tends to be chaotic, inconsistent, and reactive. What the staffer describes instead sounds like a person using the framework of illness to achieve a specific outcome. In clinical psychology, this is the difference between psychosis and malingering. Am I saying that right? Malingering?
Malingering.
Oh, okay, I guess it's malingering. Malingering, a word which here means the intentional exaggeration or fabrication of symptoms for external gain, often attention, shelter, medication, or avoidance of responsibility. It's not uncommon for medical staff to suspect it, particularly when a patient displays a high level of situational awareness or manipulates systems to their advantage. In Jalen's case, Her ability to repeatedly call ambulances, articulate what she wants, and maneuver between facilities suggests that she's not completely detached from reality. The staff member's experience also adds weight to their interpretation. This isn't someone unfamiliar with crisis psychology, as they've spent years in an environment where they experience people in genuine mental health crises every day. They've seen genuine psychosis, so when they say that Jalen's presentation feels different, that carries credibility. It's important to note that we can't confirm whether this is deliberate manipulation or a distorted form of reasoning shaped by paranoia or desperation.
So they don't
trespassing?
they don't want you here,
Yeah.
and your dad is not willing to come help you because you
Yeah.
burned that bridge.
I know.
So what are you gonna do?
I got a whole packet of information from SARC when they were doing my rape kit today.
Well, Sark's not available at this
I
time,
know,
so what are you
I
gonna
can go to
do?
one of the shelters that they listed. I just need a phone because I don't know where mine is. I could tell you everything at the police station.
Well, that report's already been taken, so we don't need to rehash that
okay.
again.
Then yeah, can you guys help me get my stuff? This is how they left me though, and I literally cannot. I have
Where did your clothes go from wherever you were at
my
to
rape
start
kit.
with?
My rape kit at SARC, the SARC rape kit at Cadleck, where they discharged. Remember when they trespassed me? I have all the evidence. It's all in there. If you guys take me down to the police station, we can talk.
Well, I don't need to take you there because we can't have you hanging out there either.
It seems at this point that Jalen is more or less looking for a place to stay above everything else. She has repeated that she wants to be taken to the police station, despite having accused the officers of sexual assault. She also states that she'll only tell them what they want to know if they take her to the station, which makes no sense, because she's not a criminal informant and doesn't have any real information to give them. Now is probably a good time to point out that she has been naked under the blankets she's been wearing, as each hospital she has gone to was unable to provide her with a gown that would adequately fit her body. From the staffer's statements earlier, she's been naked in public for at least 2 days, something that she doesn't seem bothered by. Again, that points to a genuine mental health issue.
Okay, then
Because it's
I have
closed.
a packet of information. They
Okay.
their phone, they weren't letting me call out other than 911. They were trying to monitor all the calls.
I don't think that's the case, but
Yeah, I
does,
know.
does
Whatever
that, does
they're
that
saying
phone
is,
work?
Whatever they're saying is accurate, and
Is it like I have to dial 9 to get out, or?
Yeah, you just have to tell.
Okay. Find a phone number. We'll give you a second to try to figure that out. And then you can come over here and use this phone.
I don't have a motor scooter. I don't know where it's at. So my Dash Moto.
She says she has a number for a shelter from Sark from
I
her
have a whole
stuff, so
SARC packet.
we'll let her try to make a phone call.
But yeah, I'll make phone calls from here.
Well, you don't have a lot of time to make phone calls,
Okay, well,
but you can make a phone call.
Okay, hold on.
And then if you can't find something after that, then we will help escort you off the property since they do not want you here.
Okay. Can we do that? Can we do that?
Do what?
Let's escort me off property in the wheelchair so I can at least not be naked.
Well, you won't get to keep the wheelchair because it belongs to the hospital.
So, do you guys have like an ambulance you can take me to?
Nope, you would be able to walk yourself.
Oh, okay, well I can't.
Yes, you can. I've seen you do it multiple times.
I need medical attention. I need to talk to you guys.
Well, you're no longer welcome here, so
Okay.
you need to figure it out.
We can say that here, Jalen is actively lying in order to make her life easier. There's a discernible difference between a person struggling with delusion and a person making selective choices to minimize discomfort. And what we're seeing here lands squarely in the latter category. Jalen isn't hallucinating or detached from reality at this moment. She's aware of what she can and cannot do, and she's shaping the situation to her advantage. She absolutely can walk. She's not under the delusion that she can't. But to be fair to her, walking alone would be a struggle for her. Her body is carrying hundreds upon hundreds of pounds, way more than it's meant to carry. And so walking out of the hospital wouldn't be as easy as it would be for you or me. But the way she talks to the officers showcases a certain degree of entitlement. She wants to make multiple calls on the hospital phone, despite believing that it's being monitored. Then she is told that she can only make one call. She decides she doesn't want to do it, and would rather them take her in the wheelchair outside. She then asks if they're going to take her to an ambulance, seemingly so she can be taken to another hospital, forgetting that she's been trespassed out of the only 2 hospitals in the area, and that ambulances aren't the same as taxis. To put it plainly, Jalen wants the privileges of a crisis without the accountability of the recovery. She expects others, in this case the police or the hospital staff or the paramedics, to bear the weight of both her physical and emotional burdens, pun intended, that isn't uncommon in individuals who have long navigated the world through dependency. When someone has been repeatedly enabled by systems that accommodate rather than comfort, they begin to conflate assistance with obligation. Help becomes a right, not a service. Jalen is both resistant to authority and reliant on it. She rejects institutional control, yet expects those same institutions to cater to her every demand. Her entitlement is purely arrogance, or rather it's a symptom of a deeper dysfunction, a learned helplessness masked as superiority. She's trapped in a loop where victimhood becomes empowerment, where asserting need is the only way that she knows how to assert control.
I need to call Mirror Ministries.
All right, what's the phone number? Come on over here so you can have it here.
509. Or actually, no, there's one in here. There's one in here. There's one in here. It's right here. Here we go. 1-800. Here we go. 188. Oh no, 509. Let's try this one. Can you hang up and I'm gonna call 1-888-84.
Is that one like an emergency for a sexual assault?
Yes.
Well, that's not what's occurred right now, so we don't need to bother them with that.
Oh, okay.
You
Let me
need
call my
some type of
advocate.
housing.
Oh, housing.
Unless you want to just go out and walk down the street, that's fine too.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm just not
Okay.
naked. I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Well, you have blankets and something
No,
covering you.
I'll find my advocate's number in here. But just, oh, here's the card. I'm just on hold though, just in case they answer it.
That statement is particularly revealing as she brings up the fact that she is naked, but not in the way most people would. She doesn't mention it out of embarrassment or urgency. Instead, she presents it almost as a logistical issue that other people have to solve. To her, the problem isn't that she isn't dressed. It's that the officers and the hospital staff are failing to address her undress, as if it's their responsibility to find something for her to wear. Put yourself in her position for just a moment. You're being told you have to leave the hospital, even though you're naked. No one is coming to pick you up or bring you clothing, as it seems everyone you know has written you off. But you're hit with the realization that you're about to be taken outside by police, and nothing but a blanket to cover you up. You might instinctively cover yourself, ask for clothing, or express anxiety about being seen. Jalen doesn't do that. She simply announces her nudity as if it's someone else's responsibility. In her mind, the implication is clear. If she is undressed, someone else has failed to dress her. It also calls into question just what Jalen feels responsible for.
Outside criminal court proceedings. Here we go. Boom. Here we go. Hit the thing. Can you hit the thing? Do I only get one call?
Can you come?
Yeah.
Make those.
Oh.
Again, Jalen displays a shocking lack of personal responsibility here. All she's being asked to do is dial the phone by herself, to call one of the resources that she's been given, so she could find some shelter for the night. And she doesn't even want to do that for herself. She is maybe a foot away from the phone, but she treats scooting over as if it's a Herculean task.
509.
So dial 9 first to get an outside line.
509. So where's my trespass paperwork this time, Ramos?
Officer Lay's working on it.
Good. Make sure I get it in hand and copy before you guys escort me off the property.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be chilling here until you can.
Okay.
It's funny how they always call you Ramos. You seem to be involved in so many weird incidences. You remember KPD number? Oh wait, you don't. This is a long hold.
Jalen becomes strangely antagonistic to the officer, largely because he has been the responding officer to each of her other scenes. Because of her current mental health crisis, she's mischaracterized him as being the architect of all of her other mental health crises, and talks to him as if he is her arch nemesis. To be clear, if you continue to have the police called on you in the same area, you are likely going to be interacting with the same police personnel. Unless you live in a very large metropolitan area, it's not odd to keep running into the same responding officer.
I think maybe we should call. Yeah, let me call this 181. Oh, see, 9 first.
Yep.
1888. Right? Is that what it says? Or is that not the case? Oh, they want to talk to law enforcement officers. But wait, that's not you, right? Remember though, I'm trespassed. Remember that drone that showed up earlier when you guys pushed me out of the thing? Oh, yeah, see, the phone's not working for me. You want to try it again? Here, I'll have you push the buttons. Ready?
No, you're an adult. You can push them by yourself.
I can't. It's not working when I do it.
It did work when she did it. She just didn't like how long the hold was. It seems like if things are not done to her satisfaction, she decides they're simply not worth doing. She's supposed to be finding shelter for the night, or at the very least, finding some clothing so she won't have to be naked when escorted out of the hospital. But she's unbothered about that too. But in her mind, waiting on hold for a few minutes is just more pressing of an issue. She also needles the officers as if they're the ones at fault for the situation that she's in. Specifically, she targets Officer Ramos and claims that they had driven a drone into the hospital or something. It's nonsense, but it demonstrates how she views the situation. Again, in her mind, everyone else is at fault. Because fuck them. She's not able to find shelter because the phone makes her push an extra 9 before she calls out, or because she was put on hold for far too long. She's being kicked out of the hospital because they're all paid actors trying to fuck with her, specifically by putting on Fox News, and the responding officers are making her life more difficult by not dialing the phone for her and not getting her an ambulance like she asked for. 'Cause come on.
Seemed to work fine for the nurse and seem fine. If you do that, you're just going to get a ticket then.
I just wanted to make sure I have Wallace and Ramos here with me. Hi, I'm at Trio Southridge Hospital. You have Wallison and Ramos here with me. I need to get arrested at this point because I have a lot to tell you about them. This is Jalen, Jaelynnigrch. Oh, they're hanging up.
All right, let's go.
No, honey, they're right here. Do you want to talk to them? Do you want?
No, they don't want
Yeah,
to talk
here.
to you.
They don't want to talk. They gave me a ticket though, criminal warning. It says. Oh, they're disconnecting the phone. Oh.
So, a lot just happened in rapid succession. Jalen has expressed permission to use the phone and try to find shelter for the night. They told her she could make one call before they properly trespassed her out of the building, but allowed her to make multiple different attempts. But Jalen decided that she needed to call 911 to demand to be arrested, stating outright that she was going to be filing a complaint against Officer Wallace and Ramos. That is a blatant misuse of 911, which explains her charge. Moreover, a few minutes later, Jay asked the police officer for a copy of her complaint and said that she wouldn't be moving from her spot without a copy of the trespassing complaint in her hand. So let's see what she does.
All right, you're good. Let's go.
That's your trespass
No, I'm
warning.
not
You're
going-
trespassed
no,
from
I'm not
Trios
going
for
anywhere
99
with you.
years.
No, you're not going anywhere with us. You're leaving
No.
the property.
You're leaving the
Let's go.
property.
I'm not leaving. Hey, witnesses? I need a witness.
It's all on camera. You don't have
Everything's
No,
on
it's
body
not.
camera.
You
Yes,
guys
it
know
is.
what the f you did. So if I rip this up, it's
It
That's
is.
fine. You've been
99
advised.
years?
Yes, 99 years. If you come
okay.
back to the
I wanna
property,
get
you'll be arrested for trespass.
I want to get arrested, so I'm gonna rip it up.
You can rip it up all you want. That's not going to change the fact that we gave it to you and you know you're trespassed.
So she's ripping up the trespassing notice. She seems to be under the impression that if she rips it up, it's 99 years in prison, which is not what it said. The notice said that she was not allowed on the property for 99 years. The period of time might seem excessive, but it makes you wonder how heinously she'd been acting to make them feel like this was necessary at all. But again, Jalen wants to get arrested. She wants to be brought down to the station, for some reason, and continues to act in a way to get that specific outcome.
99 years. Rip it up. This is all my evidence.
Yep.
Everyone.
Make sure you grab all your stuff.
No, hey, you guys, please. They're going to kill me.
Grab
You guys
all your
know-
stuff.
It's okay, the FBI's watching. And they saw what you just did. And all the shit you did is with my belongings. You know where it's at? You don't know, huh? So actually, I need to call my dad now.
He doesn't. He's not interested. You've already burned the bridge, so he's not going to come
I'm going
help
to
you.
call my dad, actually.
You can call from your
Okay.
phone.
Yeah,
your
give
own.
me the phone.
No, you don't get this phone. You're
Give me the-
trespassed
no,
now.
I'm not.
Yes.
I can call.
Yep. Let's go.
No,
Let's
you
go.
have to arrest me here. I need.
No, we don't have to arrest you
Hey,
here.
I'm not leaving. I'm naked.
You're covered. You
Yo,
have all kinds of
please don't
clothing.
let this happen, dude. Hey, no, this is my evidence.
Yeah,
Get the
we're
f
going
out
all
now.
with you. Let's go.
Get the f out now.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get the f out now.
Let's go.
Okay, I need the.
That way.
This is why I came to Trios. Is
That
because I
way.
knew you guys would do this.
That way.
They don't want to help you.
You've burnt the bridge, unfortunately.
If you think Trios, please, I'm sorry. This is why I was trying to talk to you privately. Please don't let them do this. You guys know what you're doing, and I'm literally naked.
We're
I'm not getting
trespassing
out of
you
the
from
wheelchair.
private property that they don't want you here.
Give me those.
Yep, we'll give them to you.
Yep, trespass me.
We'd already done that.
Make sure I'm naked on it.
Ripped your paper. You ripped your paperwork up. That was your formal trespass notice.
Why did you guys just tell me what the fuck is going on?
We did tell you.
Dude, I need to go to the police. Are you taking me to jail?
No,
I can't walk.
you can walk.
I can't.
You can't.
I'm going to sit here. So wherever you leave
Well,
me.
we will help remove you from the chair, and then you can decide if you want to
me
sit
to
on the
jail.
sidewalk or
Take
not.
me
We're
to
not
jail.
taking you to jail.
I'm going to jail. I just ripped up your 99-year
That
thing.
that doesn't matter. You don't have to keep
Hey.
that paperwork.
Wherever you take me.
Sure.
Help! Help! Ramos knows what he did! KPD, hands up, don't shoot! I'm naked and they fucking raped me! Trio South were just trying to save me! The FBI is watching.
Okay, so there's a good deal to unpack here. Let's start first with her getting verbally aggressive with the officers. The fact remains that, due to her weight, she is a physical threat. So her repeating that they needed to back the fuck up and raising her fist at them is escalating the situation in a way that is detrimental to any peaceful resolution. But it's obvious that she doesn't necessarily care about that. Jalen's reaction to things here is a bit odd, because she goes from demanding to be taken to jail to screaming for help because she thinks that is actually happening. She begs the hospital staff to let her stay. She says she wants to work things out with them without the police's involvement. And the moment she's pushed outside in the wheelchair, she screams that the officers are trying to rape her, which is objectively not what is happening. This type of outburst is a defense mechanism at its most desperate. When a person feels powerless or perceives loss of control, they may resort to fabricating or exaggerating danger to reframe themselves as the victim. By shouting this type of inflammatory accusation, Jalen reasserts moral dominance over her surroundings, and in an instant, she no longer is the aggressor, she's the endangered one.
So yeah, do what you're gonna do. Destroy the evidence. Destroy the evidence. Ramos! 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 KPD! KPD! All those police watching me!
It is taking two physically fit officers to pull Jalen in the wheelchair. This lends credence to the idea that the airport worker likely would not have been able to push her up the airport bridge.
Where are you guys taking me?
Taking you off their property.
Oh. All of a sudden I can walk
Perfect.
again.
Now you can walk. Go that way. Go that way.
Arrest me.
Go that way.
Arrest me.
No.
Arrest me.
Nope. Walk that way.
I gotta go to the hospital.
Nope. Walk that way.
911.
Walk that way.
911.
Walk. Walk.
911.
Walk.
911.
Walk.
I'll fucking kill you guys.
Walk.
Yeah, because I want to. Because I want to.
You need to get
Come
off
on.
the property.
You know what you're trying to do. Tyler knows, dude. So does Jacob ours. Jacob ours.
Sure.
All those reports in the file. Hell yeah, take me to jail. Hell yeah.
It's only after Jalen literally tells the officers that she wants to kill them and begins to assault them that they finally arrest her. Prior to that, they were just escorting her off of the property. But at least she is celebrating finally getting what she wanted. Again, it seems that her ultimate goal was to get arrested for some reason. It's fairly illogical to try and make sense of a person's actions when they're in the midst of a mental health crisis. But it seems obvious that she was in dire need of some kind of housing. She had broken up with her fiancé. Her father wasn't allowing her to stay with him, and she had been kicked out of all the hospitals in the area. She also would have had a hard time finding any sort of homeless shelter that would have been able to accommodate her size. So, in her mind, it might have made sense to get arrested so she had a safe place to sleep that night.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get in the car. Help me. 911. They're raping me. They're trying to rape me, sir.
That is the last thing that we will ever do.
I have my information in my hand.
Can't 600.
You got a 69 Tiffany. Take me to jail. Hey,
She
please
just
call
assaulted
911.
police. She is now in custody. Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ready to go?
an ambulance coming in.
Ready to
Oh,
go?
she'll fit.
You think?
Oh, she'll fit just
Yeah.
fine.
Yep, I'm a big fat bitch. Big fat
That's
bitch.
it. She's just.
Yep. A big fat.
I'm gonna drive the car.
With the droid and everything, remember? With the droid and everything, you couldn't admit. 911! 911! Call in 911! Are you trying to rape me now? Or kill me?
Nope, I'm covering you up because it's cold.
Because your dash cam didn't just get all that? Because your body cam didn't just get all that? Because this wasn't the fucking goal the whole time? To bring you all fucking down?
Okay, never mind what we said before. It appears that Jalen was acting as a double agent, only acting as if she wanted to have a mental health crisis, to showcase the officers' heinous actions via their body cam, and take down the system from the inside, baby. That's obviously nonsense. However, it seems integral to Jalen's delusions that the officers are wanting to sexually abuse her. From what we've been able to see, each one of the responding officers has been professional with her, even when she deliberately tries to escalate the situation.
Remember, I could walk. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just assaulted an officer though. You called it in, remember? You called it in, remember?
Yep, I saw it happen.
Yep, you sure did. If you weren't a part of it, Ramos is. I'm not getting in the car with y'all. Help! KPD Ramos is trying to kill me! I have it recorded with the KPD.
All right, get in the car.
No. No. I can't. Oh my god. Mental health. Mental health. Help me. Help me. You guys are the FBI watching, right?
Get in the car.
Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa.
Go ahead and stand up.
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
You just stood up out of the chair
I
just fine
can't.
by yourself. Stand up.
I can't after all that.
Stand up.
Hold on. Hold on. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't rape. Hands up, don't shoot. I'm disabled.
Stand up.
I assaulted an officer. Please take me to jail. We're
trying to take you to jail. Why don't you get in the car? We can take you.
I need a female officer, Officer Marshall.
Yeah, she's not working today.
Yeah. Well, I can't get up like this with my hands in cuffs.
Okay, so how can we assist you to get up?
Cuffs off.
No.
Okay, well then I can't get up.
Yeah, you can.
I literally can't.
Sure you can.
I literally can't.
Put your leg underneath you. We'll
And
help
then
you stand up.
Satan burned them all to the ground. And Ramos went to prison where he got ass raped for the rest of his life. And his whole family died because I set this all up. I gotta lay down. I'm disabled as shit. Hey, dude, you're literally hurting me.
Okay, well stand up.
This is live streamed.
Okay. Stand up for me.
I can't.
And then we can help you get in the car.
Let me roll over.
Okay, how do you want to do that?
Let me roll over.
Okay.
Take
How are you going to do that? Well, that won't happen.
Well, I can't.
How would you like us to help you to stand up?
I can't. Wait till the other officers pull up.
Well, there's no other
Yeah,
officers
they are. I
coming.
dispatched 988. They're on the way.
Yeah, they're not. So how can we assist you in getting up?
Remember, I can't use the phone on cuckoo.
How can we assist you in getting up?
You can't. Can someone call an ambulance?
We're checking to see if that's an avenue.
Hey, Trios Health, I actually need your help. That's why I came here. I didn't want it on a recorded line because they knew what you were doing. The FBI has been watching the whole time. So everything you just did, Ramos, remember the other night? Remember how it's already on the news?
Sure, it's all on body worn camera.
Yep, sure is. These c****** and they mama. Burn in fucking hell, bitch. Fuck the Kennewood police. Fuck the Richmond police. Fuck the Pasco police. Y'all gonna keep me right here naked and all.
Well, if you stood up, we could help you get in the car.
I can't stand up.
So tell me how we can assist you to stand up.
Ask the FBI when they show up on you.
Well, the FBI won't be here.
You're so right.
So how can we assist you to stand
I don't know.
up?
I guess we need an ambulance.
Okay.
I gotta get 5950.
And how are you going to stand up when the ambulance gets you? Still got to stand up off the ground.
Bring him here. Bring him. Oh, how about call Jerome Davis? How about here? I'll give you my phone number. 564. Tell him, Ramos. Did your kids already die? Or were you in a car accident tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, just keep me here until the other police show up. They're watching everything you're doing. And the hospital was scared shitless because they literally were trying to help. But you saw me rip it up just like I did the other night when I told you to suck a You know what they do to fucking cops in jail? They rape them in the ass. They rape them in the fucking ass. But remember, you're unlawfully detaining a disabled woman who's been kidnapped.
Well, you're under arrest, so we're not detaining you. You're under arrest.
I have the right to an attorney and I have the right to remain
You sure
silent.
do, and you can also remain silent. That would be a great thing to start with.
Oh, that's right. It's not coming, right? Here, let me put it into existence. And then
Remember,
start.
the right to remain silent, you can
And then,
exercise
oh, yeah,
that.
here, let me do this. I'm having a mental health crisis. Please, someone save me. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. I'm black and brown, they shoot us down. I'm black and brown, they shoot us down. Okay, guys, it's time to come out, because at this point, we need a fucking ambulance. And then the EMS arrived, and you got it all on tape, what you just did. Another 99-yard fake violation that you made up, you fucking idiots. What a bunch of faggots. What a bunch of fucking faggots. I'd be like they love the popo in jail. Probably going to Walla Walla State Penitentiary.
At this point, Jalen's behavior takes a darker, more disturbing turn. Her verbal aggression escalates into cruelty as she begins directing explicitly homophobic language toward the officer and fantasizing about them being sexually abused in prison. She even goes so far as to wish death upon the officer and his family, specifically his children. But what makes this all the more jarring is that the officers, by every visible metric, have remained composed, professional, and restrained. Their tone is calm, their distance is appropriate, and their responses are measured. They've given her space, spoken respectfully, and avoided any form of escalation. Yet, in Jalen's mind, they're doing exactly what she wants, in the way that she wants it done, but she interprets that as persecution. So Jalen doesn't want cooperation, she wants outright compliance. The moment that compliance isn't absolute, she reframes herself as the victim and the officers as aggressors. The irony, of course, is that she weaponizes language and prejudice in the same breath that she accuses others of discrimination. She uses genuine slurs and draws from bigotry to wound while simultaneously presenting herself as the one being wronged for her size. There's something deeply revealing about this pattern of hypocrisy. Jalen speaks about being marginalized and victimized due to her size, yet she directs the same cruelty outward when her control is threatened. This inversion is common in individuals with unstable self-concepts. They externalize their own shame by projecting it onto others. She feels powerless, humiliated, and constrained, so she lashes out at the easiest available targets and uses what she thinks are the worst words that she can use to hurt them. Earlier, Jalen's goal was to get arrested. Why? We don't exactly know. But now her current goal seems to be getting the police to transport her to the station in an ambulance, so let's see if that was successful.
Hi, are real officers here now?
Nope, doctor.
Hi, Jalen.
Oh my God, I'm not doing well at all, doctor. These people are trying to hurt me. I was trying to seek refuge here, love. I'm having a mental health crisis.
Okay.
Yeah, I need help immediately. All the
Okay.
evidence they just tried to destroy.
Okay. She's
Yeah.
medically cleared. I'll get her ready. Thank you, Doc. Okay.
So am I under arrest, doc?
Yep.
I am?
Yep.
Okay. That's good. Take me to jail.
We'll get you there.
There we go! Hell yeah!
The real hero.
Hell yeah, the real heroes. I was watching y'all the whole time. Yeah, go run. Try and tell them, Ramos. Try and tell them the footage doesn't exist. Try and tell them. Try and tell them. Hurry up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, so unfortunately our legal charter doesn't allow us.
Yep.
Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up. You can be disabled and fat. No can take you down. I got my SARC in my hand, though, man. Thank God that I made those calls, man. Thank God. The hospitals will kill you. The police will kill you. And everyone will try to kill you. Everyone will try to kill you. I think you're crazy. Said they
one of
weren't.
those lifting.
Remember when I'm naked and they try to cover it up after you guys already saw it all?
So it would appear that she was not successful at all, though she did think she was going to be, but the ambulance operator informed them that they couldn't transport her for some reason, but did provide them with a stretcher so they could put her in the back of the police cruiser. It doesn't appear that she realizes this yet, as she is laying on the cement giving a monologue about how she bested them.
Yeah. It's funny how that happens. But I'm God, right? So let me put in a little prayer for God. I have the rights to turn. Where are my rights at? Where are my rights at, motherfuckers?
You have the right to be quiet and right to counsel.
I'm not gonna be quiet because
Okay.
I know you turn your shit on and off. You piggy pig pig! Oink oink oink, motherfucker! I'm not getting up. Run me over. Here we go. Run me over. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, oh, oh. Run off like the pussy ass bitch you are. You're gonna fucking rot in prison, motherfucker. Where's my attorney? Why haven't I been read my rights? Am I under arrest?
Yes, you are.
Where's my rights being read?
You're not being questioned about the crime right now, so we don't need to read
Read
your
me
rights.
my motherfucking rights. Remember, I'm a disabled woman, and you're pretending right now. So read me my fucking rights. I ask the Lord for the strength to get up and for the FBI to swoop in because I'm too scared now. Oh God, okay. In the name of Jesus Christ. Oh, I can't fucking do it. Oh, oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Can you loosen the cuffs?
That's as loose as they're gonna get.
But I'm fat, so I can't move at all to get up. Like you're asking me to.
I didn't ask you to do anything.
Oh, you didn't ask me to do anything when your cam was off?
My cam's been on the entire time.
Yeah, sure has.
We have a like a lift thing from the fire guys that's soft. So we'll roll her on her stomach so she can't kind of sit up and kick, and then we'll just put her back here, and then I'll have somebody ride back here with her. Perfect. While you get her, and the jail's already prepped. They know she's coming. They know all the sitch and all that stuff. So
I'll stand by whenever you're back up.
yeah, just come back just a little bit.
Okay. Tell me when.
Yeah.
But I'll talk to the EMS.
That's probably good.
I'll talk to the EMS. I have the right to an attorney, right?
Yes, you do.
Can you read me my Miranda rights?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, there's space up there. Perfect.
So we're gonna do it twice. Once on her back, and then she'll be face down on this.
I need to go to Trio's house. You know what that
So
is?
get her on her back, and then we'll kind of make sure we have it set where we need to.
Okay.
All right, perfect. One more time.
I can't.
Bring that.
In God I say, in God we trust, and they cannot move me at all. And they cannot move me at all because I am 550 pounds and I am a disabled woman. I am a disabled woman. And they're trying to kill me. Trio's Health has it all on camera. So does the FBI.
Yeah, we just steer more towards
I'm having a mental health crisis. Aren't I having a mental health crisis?
perfect. All right. If you want to focus on just that front one, I'll do these two.
Whoa! I can't breathe. I can't. Hey, I can't breathe. Hey, I can't fucking breathe. I'm not. What the fuck? What the fuck? Jalen, I start changing 869. 866. Call 5653. 3. Oh, thank God. We're going to the jail now, right? Are you going to read me my rights?
Who's riding?
I can stand.
Who's reading my rights?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise your rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them to you?
In the name of God, yes,
Having
I do.
these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me now?
In the name of God, I'll ask for an attorney.
All right. Let's get the formalities out of the way.
Well, I already told her she had the right to.
Take us to the Bannon County Jail. They're meeting us there. That's why everything just happened, you fucking idiots. Fucking faggot ass piggy pig pigs. Fucking faggot ass piggy pig pigs. Ugh. There was a reason I came here. Got a shopping cart? What the f is this? Can't even see the way you guys had me like dead. It's crazy, bro. In the name of Satan! In the name of Satan! Y'all are weird, bro. Y'all are really, really weird.
Following Jalen's arrest, Cheney's public defender filed an order for a competency evaluation, claiming that she suffered from a, quote, mental disease or defect, and lacked the capacity to understand what had occurred. She was found to be incompetent to stand trial, and was placed in an inpatient program in the area. Allegedly, while in the program, she refused to comply with her treatment, and refused to shower. Great. However, in May, Jalen was ultimately released after her case was dismissed by the prosecuting attorney. So alas, if you have made it to this portion of the video, thank you for watching. If there is a case you would like us to cover or a story you want to bring more attention to, let me know by emailing me at dreading.official@gmail.com. Have a great day and remember, stay safe.